the day, and look at this beautiful evening that we are here in France, in Chantilly. And what a game that was, that last one. Talendrakas, the champions, they were defeated by La Magdalene by a couple of goals in the end off the back of a great performance. 6 goals scored by Tito Ruiz Kinizua. Now it is the turn of yet another undefeated side, Essso, playing against La Berta. So here we are then. Welcome back. The third of our quarterfinals. La Berta playing against Essso out here for the Coupe Moët Chandon. La Berta, Bruno Bensoussan, Juan Cruz Araja, Hero Del Carril, Marcos Araja, Essso, Ian Gayen, Will Harper, Facundo Sola, and Guerrero. Now, they look to get going quickly here. It is Essso breaking away under the attack straight away in the opening shucker. It's brought away and under control there. Hooked out of it was Harper. In comes Guerrero. Stolen away from them all. And coming away now is La Berta with Del Carril. And it's Del Carril. What a chance this is. Early doors here for Hero Del Carril. Running up there quick. Being chased every step of the way. But Del Carril with the score. The counter-attack La Berta. And that is Hero Del Carril right there at his best. He was being chased every step of the way there by Guerrero, but Guerrero unable to catch him. The goal is scored. Javier Guerrero putting on the pressure of a 5-goal player. So to go through that lineup of Essso, Ian Gayen, he plays at number 1. Number 2 is the English player Will Harper. Number 3, the top scorer of the tournament coming in today, the 7-goal player Facundo Sola. And at the back, the 5-goaler Javier Guerrero. As it comes out now, and it's picked up here now by Sola, looking to run away. He's been chased every step away, but it's Sola on the near side, leaves the ball behind. The backup, it's not there, and the backhand played just a little touch on the ball was enough nearly to find Del Carril, but stolen away from them both there by Guerrero. In there now comes Harper. Harper looking to put the pressure on for Essso, but he's met there well with the backhand played, looking for Del Carril on the turn. It's going to fall eventually for Del Carril now for La Berta, looking to run away from the defending players. It's still here now with Del Carril. He's being chased by Guerrero, but it's Hero Del Carril running away here for number 3 for La Berta. He got the opening goal. Can he make it his second? Reaches away from the hook from Guerrero, and what a start this is for Geronimo Del Carril. 7-goal player, his second goal of this first chukker. And what a start it is for La Berta, running away from Guerrero in defence. Hero Del Carril with the score for his side. So the players come back towards the centre of the ground. It is Juan Cruz Araja. He's in the number 2 shirt. Marcos Araja. He is in the number 3. Kako Araja. So players are back on the field of play. It's out the back of the lineup. Who's turning onto it first? It's going to be here now with Guerrero for Essso. Sends the ball long into the pony there of Del Carril. Del Carril appealing for a foul. I think the umpires are going to give this one in his favour. Guerrero too close to a player as he just launched that long shot, or the attempt of it anyway. So it's going to go against them. And it's going to be La Berta. And what a start it has been for Hero Del Carril and his La Berta side. They flew 2 victories in their opening 2 games, including a big victory over Kazakh, who are already in the semi-finals. Aminara, they did defeat them. They are in the quarters tomorrow. Santi Chavan, Benjamin Pinello, Lorenzo Chavan, really excited to see them playing against Jolly Roger, King of Polo. That game at 3 o'clock French time, local time tomorrow. But here, Eridel Kirill, the umpire's just doing a little bit of divot stomping there. You see, it's like Peter Wright and Henry Fisher, the two umpires, the HPA umpire rules we're playing under here in this French Open. The 23rd French Open. It started with 18 teams in this 16-goal tournament. And Eridel Kirill looking to make sure his side have every chance of being in the final four, coming round to take this penalty shot. "60-yard penalty, penalty 4. He's hit a beautiful drive at goal there, but I think it's just gone wide to the left-hand side. So Del Kirill, the 2 field goals, the runaway goals, has made the most of the start. This time unable to convert. So it's going to be Guerrero bringing the ball into play. Watch for Facu Sola just staying close to him. 7 goals now, of course. Facu Sola has been all the way up to 9. And truly, when he gets going, one of the most exciting polo players in the world. Looking to get going now for his Esso side. They were taking part in the Saint-Tropez polo circuit before coming here to Shanti, as it's here now with Araja. On Cruz Araja. Can't make anything on the play. In came Marcus Araja as well. And Del Kirill. And it will be Del Kirill now spinning it back round. Hooked up the play and brought round now and stolen. And it's going to be Harper. It's Harper now running away. Looking to get there for his side. Coming back there was Marcus Araja. Del Kirill, he's settled in behind as well. But it's Araja putting on the pressure as Harper just takes the ball out towards the boards. The open backhand played by the English player Will Harper. The near side backhand in return. And it's a good one by Del Kirill as they look to get going again. As it's picked up here by Marcus Araja. Just flicks the ball out to right hand side. Superb interplay there between Araja and Del Kirill early on in this game here for Berta. And Del Kirill runs down the outside of Will Harper. Big bump and a ride off by Will Harper, but wasn't quite enough to get Del Kirill off the swing of the ball. And it's Marcus Araja with the cut shot, but it just goes wide to the right hand side. Big early effort there for Marcus Araja. But the pressure of Harper just doing enough to put Del Kirill off his swing. And through came Kaku Araja. But it just went wide to the right hand side. So it will be Guerrero with the ball now off the back line. Yet to really get running here. Essso in this 3rd quarter final. As they find there Facundo Sola. Sola now looking to go to the left hand side of Del Kirill. Araja, he comes in as well. It's still here though with Facundo Sola. Runs to the right hand side, but going back in with him there is Juan Cruz Araja. Tail backhand played by Marcus Araja. Looking for Del Kirill on the turn. Bensoussan goes down the ground, calling for a pass initially, but it's not going to reach him because instead it's been stolen by Guerrero. Guerrero with the cut shot up towards the goal, looking to see if he can find the angle. Going back quickly there is Marcus Araja. It's not going to reach the goals. He hooked up the play. Good play there by Harper, and it's Javier Guerrero who gets the score. Good work, like I say, done by Will Harper right there in front of the goal. And it is Javier Guerrero, the 5-goal number 4, who eventually got the scoring touch. Not sure Marcus Araja quite realised how close Will Harper was to him. So it is now 2-1. Esso closing that gap as we enter the final minute and a half of this 3rd quarter final, this evening game. 6:30. Getting underway, a little bit late starting as well. We're already at 10-7 here in France. And they're gone again. And it's Araja running away from Harper. Araja in attack. Good defensive play by Harper with the near side backhand. But getting there first will be Facundo Sola. Look for Guerrero making a run out there in front of him. Facu Sola has Araja coming back with him. Up over halfway line, Facu Sola. Just taking it up now towards Del Kirill. Del Kirill with the near side backhand into the pony there of Sola. Onto it quickly there again is Guerrero. Guerrero appealing for a foul. The umpires say play on for the time being. Facu Sola, he comes in behind as well as the umpires continue to let the game flow out here as Del Kirill spins round and eventually the whistle is blown. So we'll have a look to see which way this decision has gone. Spinning round was Del Kirill, riding into him Harper, using there the Berta player as his battering ram. The umpires didn't like it, so it's going to be a penalty shot down the ground in the final minute of this first of our 5 chukkers for French Open. Araja. Marcus Araja, 6 goals here in France. He was part of the Talandraka side. Of the Mura Sanctus side, I should say, as well. He won the Queen's Cup with Mura Sanctus before Carmignac played with Talandraka, who we saw defeated in the last game. And he looks to go here now. It's Araja running through. Quick there in defence there was Facundo Solo, and Del Carril just asking for a timeout. I think he might have got a stick there where it hurts as we have a look on the instant replay. Coming forward there. Harper. Sorry, no, it was Guerrero came in. I think his horse's head just got underneath the arm there, into the body there of Del Carril. So the umpires will give Hero Del Carril a chance just to take a minute or two. Holding his back. It's clearly where the horse's head it went in the end. Javier Guerrero came in. Pretty full-blooded, looking to get that play. So Del Carril does mount back on those ponies. Plenty of polo coming up in the coming week, even as Europe counts down the end of its season. Here we're heading to Argentina. This coming Tuesday we start in the Abierto Jockey Club Thai Polo Cup out there. We'll be playing a game a day during the group stages and the semi-final and final live as well on Polo Line TV. Do check out our app, Polo Line TV, to see exactly what is going on there, the state of play, the schedule, and all the news in between as well. But here, back in Chantilly, Hero Del Carril, it's good to continue, and he's going to have a 40-yard penalty for his pain. And a chance here to stretch that lead back to 3-1. So it is there with Del Carril. It was a penalty 2, not a penalty 3, and easy as you like. Hero Del Carril just puts it in between those goalposts, and La Berta, they lead this game 3-1. We'll see if we have time for one more play here in this first of our 5 chukkers. We've already got 2 quarterfinalists. Kazakh, who were actually beaten, as I mentioned, by La Berta earlier on in this tournament. They upset Brittany Polo Club, and we just saw La Magdalene in a great second half performance take down Talandrakas for defending champions, who will be joining them. It looks like it's La Berta with the early momentum in this game, but still so much time to go, of course, as Guerrero comes back here. So no, it's Sola spinning it back round. Couldn't quite get the bounce of the ball on the second attempt. The umpires say play on, as Guerrero now does come on for play. He's got Harper behind him. Guerrero sends it long down the ground, looking for his teammate out in the front, and running away now for Essso. It's a big chance now. It's Essso looking to get towards the goal, but it's left behind there in the end by In Galien. And that could well be the end of the action here for this third chukker. Just a glimmer of an opportunity for Essso. But 3-1 they trail. It's been a strong opening chukker. Hero Del Carril, 3 goals, his side lead, 3-1.
Muy agradecido a Nick, a Santi, a toda la asociación de Manara, que la verdad que está haciendo una labor impresionante. Vienen año a año ganando todo y mejorando un montón. Esos son buenísimos. La verdad que Santi juega un huevo, sabe mucho cómo ubicarse en la cancha, nos ordena. Y Lorenzo es un animal, donde le tire la pelota te mete un gol. Así que imagínate, yo no tengo que hacer foul nomás. Termina esto y volvemos para Argentina. Yo voy a estar jugando la clasificación, primera vez, con alegría. Con Freddy Manix, Santi Cernadas y Rufo Benzadón. Arrancamos el 6 de octubre, pensando bastante en eso, y la caballada que se va poniendo un poquito de ritmo en Argentina. Es un poco difícil desde acá, pero por suerte tengo gente que me ayuda allá y nada, la verdad con muchas ganas de llegar. Nada, bueno, Tommy viene, le está costando perder, le está costando bastante perder. La verdad que viene bien Tommy y nada, sí, papá nos mira siempre, nos manda un mensaje diciéndonos qué piensa. Generalmente no son cosas muy buenas, pero bueno, nos corrige bastante, y mamá también. Nada, somos bastante nos seguimos bastante cerquita.
Bueno, suerte en lo que quieras.
8 hommes sur 10 préfèrent la bille Carbon Protect de L'Oréal Men Expert. Même les plus grands sportifs, une protection 48 heures pour affronter tous vos défis. Et pour garder le rythme, découvrez le nouveau soin anti-fatigue Hydra Énergétique. Votre peau est transformée, hydratée et énergisée. Faites l'essai L'Oréal Men Expert parce que vous le valez bien.
So welcome back here. Players out on the field of play for the second chukker. Ian Gallienne, a big chance there for his Esso side, but just had to rush it a little bit with the clock ticking down. But they are right in the area of the pitch they need to be. They trail this game 3-1. Facu Sola, top scorer in this tournament, coming into this quarter-final stage. Undefeated, as we say, but it's for two undefeated sides already today who have been sent home packing, so Berta, they will not be concerned about that, and they're gone again with Araja. Araja now looking to run away, going back quickly in defence there is Facu Sola, but he's just got to get out of the way as Araja continues to take control of the ball. The ground just beginning to big up a little bit here in Shanti as Araja slows it down. He's got there right next to him, Gallienne, looking to take it to the left-hand side of Facundo Sola. Facu Sola just forces Araja out left. Now he's in between there, Harper and Sola again. And look at Araja go. He's now got, he's got an angle to work with. It's a bit more difficult than it looked initially, but it is sent up towards the goal. And there is Guerrero to send it clear. Looking to see if he can find Facundo Sola on the run. Going back with him is Bruno Bensusan. But still here now, so no, it's Araja going back with him. But still here is Facundo Sola. Juan Cruz Araja putting on the burner, just forcing Sola out towards the board. So he sends the ball on down the ground. And it's Guerrero coming through for Essso. It's Guerrero with the cut shot, and he finds the centre of the goal. A beautiful finish there by Guerrero. Some great work being done there by Facu Sola. Goal scorer normally turning supply here in this game. Put it on a plate there for Javier Guerrero, and he gets his second goal of this contest. Second goal for Essso. And they trail the game 3-2. Just waiting for Bensusan out the front there to make his way round for Berta. Players back in the centre. Ball goes in play. It's at the back of the line now. Araja just came really in there and shoved Facundo Sola right out of the way. He said it's mine. He hits the backhand and he's found Araja. Juan Cruz Araja just appealing for a foul. The umpires say keep on going as Juan Cruz taps it for right hand side, then to the left of Facundo Sola. Sola's been drawn in, so there was a chance, but the pass didn't quite find the player. So Harper stolen away again, and it's here now with Del Carril. Del Carril going at speed underneath the pony's neck, being pushed hard every step away by Guerrero, as it's left now to Marcus Araja. Marcus Araja pushed hard there by Facundo Sola. Takes it across his own goal mouth. Confident play here by Facu Sola. Under pressure there from Marcus Araja. Spun back round here by Guerrero. Has a look down the ground. Sees he's got Will Harper close by. Sends it one step further looking for Facundo Sola at the front. He was taking out the play well, so instead it's going to be here with Juan Cruz Araja with the backhand. Looking now for Herod Del Carril. The open backhand played by Sola, and he's found on the run there. Gallienne again running away now for Essso. It's a big chance here for Gallienne as he takes the ball up towards the boards, but it's just left behind. And here now comes Del Carril. Del Carril putting some calmness on proceedings here for his side. In there was Will Harper putting on the pressure. I think they're saying that he pushed a player, Marcus Araja it was, into Herod Del Carril just as he began to open up his shoulders and go for the big swing. Reached round the hook there. He wasn't going to get away with that one right in front of the umpires as well. So penalty shot will be awarded in favour of Berta. Now been pegged back early on in this second chukker. They're going to have a chance with Del Carril to put some daylight between these two sides once again. So Del Carril teeing the ball up, 40-yard penalty. Saw him score a 30, and that's his last score. He has missed a 60. So Del Carril it is. 40-yard penalty, up high, straight through the centre of the goal. A beautiful strike there by Del Carril, and he makes it 4-2. Just keeping that space between these two sides as they head back to the centre of the ground. It's back in the centre of the ball. And it's here again with Araja. They've been very good in these lineouts. How Araja just goes in, dominates the space, takes the ball, manipulates that space for himself. Behind him there will be Del Carril forcing through. Facundo Sola's got to spin out the way there, which he did eventually, so it's still here with Del Carril. Del Carril sends it down the ground, looking for Araja on the run. Araja being pushed every step of the way there by Facundo Sola. So now comes Will Harper. Not a lot of distance on the backhand by Will Harper. So here now is Del Carril with the cut shot, but this time just sends it wide to the right-hand side. Good attacking play though. Like I say, the foundations of this performance so far by Berta being set in those lineouts. So strong in the way that they go and win possession of the ball, putting this Essso side under pressure as it goes out now wide right, looking to see if he can find Facundo Sola in the space. Sola has Will Harper next to him as well, still now with Facundo Sola. Will Harper just doing the work there in between Araja, the two Arajas I should say. Still here though with Guerrero. Guerrero takes that to the left hand side. Will Harper continues to push hard there on the board, sent long down the ground, looking for a run again of Gayen at the front. He's going to get here as well. Oh, he's left it behind again, so it's going to be brought away by Del Carril. Del Carril spinning it round there in front of Will Harper. Harper continues to look there at Del Carril, who takes away the player, and it's left now for Marcus Araja. Araja just for tap the ball up towards the halfway line. Marcus Araja didn't get the clean connection on it, so there is now going to be a chance for Guerrero. Watch for Facundo Sola. Sola wanted the pass. I think he wanted it left though, as there back in defence is Araja again. Across now comes Del Carril in front of Guerrero. Del Carril using the block of air in Juan Cruz Araja. Look for Marcus Araja to the left-hand side. He's the dummy run, allowing Del Carril the space to send it down the ground. He was looking for Ben Sasson, but good play in defence by Ian Gayen just takes him away. So coming back in defence, the ball's not going to reach the goal there, is Harper with the tail backhand. Turning onto it first is Guerrero. Watch now for Facundo Sola, what's left behind by Guerrero, and here now will be Marcus Araja. A chance to make it 5-2, and he sent it wide to the right-hand side. It looked there like the goal judge might just signal goal, but wide right it was, as we have a look at the instant replay. So dangerous from these types of positions, but it was always going wide right. So it remains 4-2. Just keeping in this game. They have been under pressure here in this Chuckers. It's here now. Long drive down the ground by Guerrero, looking to see if he can find a runner, which he does in Facundo Sola. Sola has Gayen next to him, but it's still here with Facundo Sola. Gayen goes down the ground, calling for the pass. Facu Sola up there against Juan Cruz Araja. The umpires have a look and eventually blow a whistle on the play. It was Sola coming down the line. Araja just waving across it. You have a look here. Sola clever in the way that he keeps it close, just meaning there that any attempt to go over the line, as he did there, was always going to draw the whistle. And it's going to be a close penalty, this time in favour of Essso. And a chance, as we come up towards the end of this second chukker, to close that gap down to just the single goal. And Facu Sola, the top scorer leading into this game, will be the player with the chance. Sola, 30-yard penalty, straight through the centre. He was turning round as soon as he struck it. The goal is scored, and Essso make it 4-3. just about 25 seconds to go until that first buzzer goes. So we're here for time for one more play. These games, as we've seen in these opening chukkers throughout these quarterfinal stages, have stayed close. So ball goes back in play. It's out the back of the line now. Picked up here now with the ball is Facundo Solo again. Really beginning to get more into this game here in this second chukker. He's crowded out by two players, and that forces another whistle from the umpires. So they are going to have a chance right at the end here of this second chukker to tie the game up. As we watch here on the instant replay, Facundo Solo goes in between the two Arajas. A little bit of an Araja sandwich there as he came through. Eventually Marcus Araja it was who just came across in front. So with what will be the last chance of this second chukker, Facundo Sola is going to have the opportunity to level us up here. So there's a 60-yarder. What can Sola do? So good from these kind of distance wherever he plays in the world. Facundo Sola with the 60, and what a strike that is. That is as good a 60 as you will see anywhere. And he heads back to the tent. Job well done in this second chukker. Facundo Sola with his second goal, his second penalty, and we are all tied here. End of the second, our third quarter final. Berta taking on Essso.
La passion. La compétence. L'exclusivité. Le choix dans chaque détail. Le goût des dépassements des soi, du challenge. L'attrait pour la compétition. Dans ce qu'elle a de plus noble, l'esprit d'équipe pour atteindre un objectif commun.
Autant de valeurs que Engelfögers partage avec l'univers du polo et autant de valeurs que nos conseillers Engelfögers défendent chaque jour sur leur terrain d'expertise. Être à votre écoute, vous accompagner et vous satisfaire, c'est notre challenge en chaque instant.
So welcome back as we come out here for the third chukker. So Ian Gallien, he will be very happy with that little comeback. They won that last chukker 3-1. Facundo Sola, 2 good penalties by him to join the 2 field goals by Javier Guerrero. Del Carril, he is a player scoring the goals so far for Berta. Like I say, looking to join winners in these quarterfinalists so far. Kazakh, they won the opening game of the day against Brittany Polo Club, and we just saw La Magdalene take out the reigning champions, Talon Drakus, who will be joining them. Will it be Berta or will it be Esso who have the ball, sending it down the ground, looking to see if he can find Facundo Sola. There was Guerrero. Sola just takes away Araja, takes it on the near side now, keeping cool under pressure there, but in came Juan Cruz Araja with the near side backhand as it's fallen now for Guerrero. He's got Will Harper there as the blocker. In behind him came Facundo Sola, I think. He wanted him to keep it there, but instead Guerrero sends it down the ground. He was looking for Gallienne at the front, but it's good play by Bensason to take it away. Bruno Bensason under pressure there. Good play by Gallienne to just take it away up towards Del Carril now. Del Carril for Berta with the tap. With him there is Will Harper. He's taken out the equation, though, by Juan Cruz Araja, just giving Herod Del Carril. We've seen how dangerous he is. You cannot give Del Carril any space as he just takes out the air once, then keeps it down just behind his pony's back leg, not allowing Esso any chance to come and cross that line in front of him. Oh, dummy backhand. Look at that by Del Carril. In the end, I think it was even a little bit too clever for himself, as eventually is picked up here by Guerrero. Guerrero has a look behind him. Will Harper and Facundo Sola both there, so he's got to keep it close for the time being as Del Carril and Araja both crowd him out. It's there on the near side, but good work in the end by Del Carril. Allows Araja to come across now, getting there in front of Guerrero. Still now with Araja, but Facundo Sola comes in and gets control of possession here for Esso. Facundo Sola bringing it back round. Real game of cat and mouse early on in this third chukker between these two sides. It's left now for Guerrero. Harper calls a pass down the ground. Gallienne, he's up there as well. And Gallienne looks to get round Bensason. Bensason's got to be quick to get back there, as Gallienne takes it up towards the boards. Can't get it over the goal. And it's gone over the back line. So it is 4 goals apiece still. 2 minutes played here in this third chukker. 5 chukkers here in this French Open. 16 goal level. So it is here now with Marcus Araja. Araja with the tap. Sends it out to a right-hand side, looking to see if he can find Del Carril. He's got to be quick, though. Will Harper was straight onto him there as he comes across. Will Harper got to be a little bit careful now. Del Carril being clever to regain that line himself, and now he just takes control of the ball. Araja calls a pass down the boards. He's got to keep it short, but not quite that short. But Araja did eventually get there in the end. It's good into play in the end. Oh, just a flex off the pony there of Del Carril just as they thought they were away, and Guerrero spins it back round, and Facundo Sola's gone, but back came Del Carril and the attack breaks down. It's here again now with Marcus Araja taking on Will Harper. Harper's good in defence initially. Oh, there's a stumble on the play. Will Harper just gets his leg out of a stirrup, and the umpires will give him a little bit of time here. It was Araja and Harper on the ball. And we'll see what the umpires pick out from that situation. Both of them turning, looking for the ball. Luckily, both player and horse are okay. And we'll see what the umpires bring us back to here. As we have a look again at the instant replay, and it was just Will Harper and Araja both turning round and facing that ball as they were going. Harper continuing to protest that the ball was there to be won. Will Harper, of course, son of James Harper, England international player, former England captain. Semi-finalist in the Gold Cup this year as part of Park Place organisation, alongside Facundo Perez and Matt Perry, who we saw playing alongside Emlaw in this French Open. They still have games to come in the subsidiary tournaments. And Will Harper, already 4 goals, still just 21 years of age, a real player for the future. High hopes for him over in England. As he remounts back onto his pony. Just a reminder, we are on social media. Please do let us know where you're watching from. We do have this little break in play just for the time being, but welcoming viewers from all around the world. We've already seen one great match just before this one, as well as a really exciting game earlier on in the day. This one just taking a little bit of time to get going, a little bit stop and start here as we're still in the third chukker. The umpires just having a word with both sets of players here. It looks like there may well be a yellow. It is indeed a yellow. Yellow being given in the direction of Kako Raja. It wasn't done on purpose, but he did just get caught there by Harper, bringing down the player. So it's going to be a penalty and a yellow card given against Kako Raja. First yellow card of the knockout stages here in Shanti. And it's going to be a 30-yard penalty. And a chance here for Essso to take the lead for the first time in this game. You would imagine it will indeed be Facundo Sola with this 30-yard penalty. So Sola coming round, as we saw, 24 goals leading into this game. It had him top scorer. He has been knocked off the perch momentarily, but he's heading right back in that direction with the score. He makes no mistake at all from the 30-yard mark. Players coming back to the centre of the ground, and for the first time here in this quarter-final, Essso, they have found themselves in the lead. They've got the momentum, and having been under pressure early in the game from Hera del Carril, they've managed to time down pretty well since then. As we approach the halfway point of this third chukker, players lining up. And the ball goes back in play. On the near side there was Del Carril, given now to Juan Cruz Araja. He's got there Will Harper to deal with on the grave. Juan Cruz getting there across in front of him is Will Harper. Juan Cruz leaves it now for Marcus Araja. Marcus Araja to the right-hand side. He's got Benson out in front of him, and it's a big chance here for Bruno Benson with the shot towards the goal. And what a finish that is, right in front of Javier Guerrero. Bruno Benson for his La Berta side, his opening score of the quarterfinals, and he looks happy. La Berta, they tie us up straight away, and look how calm he kept. He went for a big swing. So many people would have tried to tap it in, but he kept cool, kept his conviction, scored the goal, and we're all tied up here again in this third chukker. Great play between Araja and Benson, 5 goals apiece. So the teams exchanging a goal each so far here in this third chukker. There is Guerrero with the near side backhand, looking to send Facundo Sola on his way. Bruno Benson looking confident now, just heading towards Facundo Sola, eventually ushered out the way by Hera del Carril, taking over. The two captains coming together, the two 7-goal players, as it's picked up now by Guerrero. Guerrero with the big under the neck shot, looking to find the runner, and he's done just that. Oh, reaching out for the hook there. Good play it was by Araja, picked up now by Marcus Araja. The umpires have a look, but they're happy for play to continue, as it's here now with Del Carril. Hera del Carril just takes it to the left-hand side, has a look down the ground to see if he's got some support out in front of him. Del Carril opens up the shoulders long. He's got Marcus Araja running away. It's Marcus Araja. He's just got to take a bit of a pull back here as he leaves the ball again for Bruno Benson. He can't get much distance on the ball, and bringing it away now will be Guerrero. Guerrero under pressure there from Marcus Araja, reaching out behind him. Good confident play though by Guerrero. He knew exactly where Facundo Sola was. Now watch for a run of Will Harper and Ian Guyen as well, as it's sent still with Facundo Sola. Coming back behind him will be Guerrero. Ooh, the tail back, and they just about get there. It's Guerrero now sending Facundo Sola on the way. Facundo Sola out there in front of Del Carril. Del Carril appealing. The umpire saying nothing coming. It's Facundo Sola with the cut shot, but just left short. Not like him, as it's picked up now by Hera del Carril. He's got Marcus Araja with him. They just make life a little bit messy for themselves there, as Sola, he came back in. We've got just under a minute remaining until the first buzzer goes. It's Hera del Carril looking now to get running and put his side back in the lead. Will we see a similar kind of run to it we saw in the opening exchanges here as Hera del Carril? He's split open the Essso defence, but he just slows it back down. He's now there in between the two greys, Harper and Facundo Sola. Deflects back off the pony, but luckily for him, Araja was there. Facundo Sola went for the meat, got nothing on it, but Will Harper was there with the near side backhand. Oh, and look at the speed of Facundo Sola to turn in front of Del Carril. Carril, and the attack is back on here for Facundo Sola, taking the ball down on the boards. He's got the near side play in front of Del Carril, but he leaves the ball behind, and spinning back round onto it first will be Juan Cruz Araja, the open backhand, looking for Del Carril, who seems to be everywhere here in this third chukker, but the under the neck shot played superbly by Harper, looking again for Facundo Sola, beaten to it by Marcus Araja. There's Javier Guerrero with the neck shot up towards the goal. It's gonna run all the way, and what a goal that is by Javier Guerrero, a full 70 yards out. He didn't have a lot of time left before the first buzzer goes, so he just hit it from 70 out, full of confidence, and that one just rolled agonizingly for La Berta. Over the line, the goal is scored, and it's Javier Guerrero, his third goal of this contest, and that will send Essso at the halfway point into the lead. 6 goals to 5. 2 chukkers remaining on day 1 of the quarterfinals here on Polo Line TV of the French Open.
Y yo casi siempre juego 4, por ahí me toca a veces de 3, que me gustan las dos en realidad. Vegeta, Barto, Facundo, o sea, hay un montón. Pablo, capaz que también, pero no puedo decir más.
Soy Chulo Guerrero y estoy jugando en el equipo de Essso, en el bajo handicap. Y siempre me sentí más cómodo de chico jugando de back. Pero bueno, si toca jugar en otra posición también lo hago, pero sí.
Que siempre vi las copas de plata y del oro del mediano, del alto handicap acá en Soto y la verdad que sería un sueño lograr, bueno, ya participar en este torneo, que es un sueño, y lograr levantar una de esas 2 copas sería la verdad un logro de acá a 2 o 3 años.
La posición que más me gusta es jugar al medio, de 3 especialmente. El tiro que más me gusta es el palo abierto.
No, y me gusta jugar mucho de 2. Ahora me está tocando bastante de 1 también. Y tiro por ahí el cogote, el que no sale. Y bueno, bajando un desastre, el que menos juego me siento.
Pero bueno, el objetivo mayor es el abierto o alguna copa importante en Argentina, cámara, no sé, lo que considera el nuevo mundo.
La Copa de Oro en Inglaterra.
Me gustaría ganar, no sé, la cámara por ahí. Es una copa muy difícil, que nada, que este año no la voy a jugar, pero capaz que el año que viene me divertiría mucho jugarla.
Pues del alto, Rufino, la Black, claro, sí. Como no, parece que lleva jugando 20 años al polo y tiene 13 años nada más. Y encima es muy simpático, así que sí.
Y ahora la Copa de Oro acá en Sotogrande y nada, en Argentina ganar siempre lo más posible y apuntándole lo más alto posible.
In the last couple of years and growing up, I played 3 quite a lot, whether it's 4-man polo or out here I'm playing 3. So I think I feel most comfortable there, or sometimes 1, but 3 is I think my most preferred position. I feel most comfortable there.
Posición y medio de 2 o de 1, medio para adelante. Y el tiro más cómodo, qué sé yo, cogote o para adelante, siempre todo más para adelante.
La Copa de la Reina y la Copa de Oro, esos 2 torneos serían los más importantes y después tratar de, si se puede, empezar a jugar torneos como la Cámara o esos torneos estaría muy bueno.
De back, sí, de back. Jugador favorito, Juan Martín Ner.
De posición creo que juego más adelante, siempre juego de 2 o de 1. De Vegeta, la verdad que distinto.
¿Tenés? Sí, siempre está bueno volver a jugar con él. Desde acá hasta lo que nos queda del año vamos a jugar juntos, así que nada, está buenísimo, hay que disfrutarlo y bueno, no arrancamos tan bien, pero hay que mejorar y meterle a lo que viene.
Form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Form is nothing other than emptiness, and emptiness is also nothing other than form.
Welcome back here as we come here for the fourth period of play. Berta trailing, having been up 3-1 at the end of the first, picked back in the second, 4 goals apiece. And then Essso taking the lead in the third chukker, 6-5. Both of these sides fighting to be the latest semi-finalists, having already seen Kazakh and La Magdalene early on in today, the fourth and final quarter-final, 3 p.m. French time tomorrow, as it's now here with Guerrero, who scored that big under the neck shot right at the end of the last period of play to give his side the lead. He's gone for another neck shot, and it's looking good, but it's not quite going to curl to the right. In fact, it stays in play, and it's going to be brought away now by Araja, taking it here towards the boards, being chased every step of the way there, still by Guerrero, not giving Araja any space at all. The near side backhand hit, but too much distance on it, and it's just ushered over the back line by Herod Del Carril. He started in electrifying form in this game. Herod Del Carril, just one day he did get a little bit of a knock underneath the rib cage. Took the wind out of his sails a little bit, but I'm sure he will be back again as it gets sent to the right, looking for Del Carril here for Berta. Herod Del Carril. Behind him is Araja. Araja will pick it up here. taken on there by Facundo Sola. Sola, he comes in. It's still there with the two Arages, Juan Cruz and Marcus. But Facu Sola, he beats them both to the play. Facundo using there Guerrero and Will Harper as the blockers. It falls now for Javier Guerrero, this time with a cut shot towards the goal, and this time just wide to the left-hand side. So a little couple of attempts there for Javier Guerrero, but unable to trouble the scorers so far here. Looking for Del Carril. Del Carril, he will get there in front of Sola. The two 7-goal captains of their respective sides coming together again as Del Carril leaves it behind for teammate Araja. Araja now, it's a real theme of play, how these players out of his set plays, they just play these little flick backhands to each other, looking to give their teammates any kind of space. It's sent long for Ben Sasson. He's already scored 1 goal today, but he was ushered out the way well by Gallien, as it's here now, picked up again by Del Carril. Oh, it's into his own player, but he just managed to get it out the air. Herod Del Carril now taking it up towards the 30. Still there on the near side, putting on the pressure was Harper, so left instead for Araja. Araja now, he's about 5 yards from goal, taking it across his own goal mouth, but great defensive play by Guerrero, hitting it near side backhand. The counter-attack now is on with Facundo Sola. Facundo Sola looks out in front of him. He's got Will Harper and Gallien making a run out in front of him, but Facundo Sola keeps it himself here on the board. Just under 3 minutes played here in this fourth and penultimate chukker. Esso, they have the lead, they have the ball. Facundo Sola, their danger man, is on it as well, so taking it up towards the 60 still, just being watched closely there. Marshalled out towards the boards by Marcus Araja. Still though, Sola so strong in these situations, how he just takes the ball underneath the neck of a pony, keeps it close and called off the play now by his young teammate Will Harper. Harper, behind him is Guerrero. Harper still fighting strong with Del Carril, and the English player just about got the better of Del Carril for a second, but the ball just escaped from under him. And that one will be a knock-in for La Berta. Del Carril tapping the ball into play here for La Berta. Still here now with Araja. Left now for Del Carril again. Facundo Sola really getting involved, defending from the front, just making sure that Del Carril and Araja have life difficult, and they had that there as Facundo Sola just for a second thought he was going to get away, as it falls now for Harper. Harper met, but it may well be 2-on-1. The umpire's just a little bit of a late whistle. You saw there Harper, or may have been Guerrero actually, coming down the line. There was a La Berta player right there with him as he came, and 2-on-1. Looking to get out of the way in time there was Juan Cruz Araja, but didn't quite manage it. It was actually Will Harper. So the whistle did go, and it's going to be a close penalty here for Esso, looking to put some daylight between these two sides. So Facundo Sola, looks like it's going to be penalty 2. Going to be, sorry, a 40-yarder I should say. Facundo Sola looking for the opening score of this fourth chukker. And as you would expect, he just easily lost that one through the centre of the goal. So 7th goal on the board, and it's another one for Facundo Sola. It's been all field goals for the tournament's top scorer in this contest. But Facundo Sola, when it matters, always so good under pressure. The players come back to the centre of the ground. 7 goals to 5. Esso, they lead. Still just over 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth, and they're gone again, and it's Facundo Sola, and he's all on his own. He's got the green grass of Shanti Polo Club out in front of him. Facundo Sola, just for player you don't want in that position as the opposition, and Facundo Sola dribbles it over the goal line, and this La Berta defence is being opened up here, and it's Facundo Sola, his first field goal of the game, and goal number 8 for Esso. And they now pull 3 goals away. It's the undefeated side. Esso in white. Looking good here in this fourth chukker. Players come back to the centre. We just remind you again, we start the Abierto del Jockey Club Coppa Thai Polo gets underway on Tuesday as this European season does come to an end. Sotogrande, that saw its final low-goal tournaments this weekend. Catch up on the news on all of that on our app. But we do head towards Argentina. One of those players who will be very prominent within the Argentine high-goal circuit. Gerard del Carril, you saw just getting the ball out the line-out. The umpires tried to play advantage. I think it wasn't coming, so it's going to be a close penalty here for La Berta. They could really do with this one. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in this fourth and penultimate chukker.
À 60 yards en faveur de l'équipe La Berta. Mais 3 buts en cette fin de.
The team of ball up now is Gerard del Carril. Looking to see if he can make it 8 goals to 6, and they could really do with this one just to stop the flow of goals that we've been seeing Essso getting away with here. So it is Del Carril. He's got so much height on that one, and it's through the centre of the goal. We saw a great penalty earlier on in the game by Sola, but that one is just as good by Gerard del Carril. And it is when they needed their captain to come good. Gerard del Carril delivers from the 60-yard spot. And the players back in the centre of ground. A minute to go here in this fourth and penultimate chukker. Can La Berta close it back, or La Essso find time to stretch further clear still? We will see. The ball in play. It's here now with Gerard del Carril again. Del Carril just slows down, stops it. Controlling the play from the back. Went to meet him was Facundo Sola, but now he's out the play as Del Carril sends it up towards the goal. This one's going to go close, and it's Bruno Benzasson looking for his second goal now for La Berta with the next shot, but wide to the left-hand side. His eyes just lit up there as he made his way towards the goal. Essso, they get away with that one. Facundo Sola, he just got drawn in there. He went for the play. They've got to just stay a little bit conservative, maybe. This Essso side, they have control. This there with Guerrero, sending it out to a right-hand side, looking for Facundo Sola. Sola, the ball just stopping here on the boards for Essso. The near side backhand coming in there from Araja, but the backup is good by Guerrero. Guerrero now looking to run clear here for Essso. All the bounce of the ball just beats him, but good play there by Will Harper. Look at the composure shown by the young English player Harper as he takes it up towards the halfway line. Takes the ball out the air. Now hooked up the play well by Gerard del Carril, spinning it back round, turning it round, looking to get time for one more attack here in this fourth chukker. Close it down to one. Araja came through at speed. He went for it all, came away with nothing. The backhand played by Guerrero, looking again for Facundo Sola, and Sola now looks to run through, and it could go the other direction. And look at Facundo Sola just flatten out there, running past Araja. Facundo Sola with the tap, with the score, and Facundo Sola is taking control in this third and fourth chukker, and with one chukker remaining now in this game, you'd imagine that will be the end of the fourth chukker. Essso, they run another goal clear. We will just wait and confirm that. The umpires just having a word there. They may well have actually run out of time before the goal was scored. We're going to wait to see what the decision is. The umpires just explaining there to Facundo Sola. It looks like they have said, sorry, no, that's Guyen there. They're going to drop it right in front of the goal, and could have been any closer. 8 goals to 6 then Essso. It's not 9, but they still lead by 2 going into the last.
Fatigué d'avoir l'air fatigué?
Faites le break avec le nouveau soin Hydra énergétique de L'Oréal Men Expert, enrichi de 2 actifs anti-fatigue, vitamine C, protéines et Smatch. La peau est hydratée, énergisée, puis fraîche.
Nickel, comme après une bonne nuit de sommeil.
Découvrez le soin Hydra énergétique de L'Oréal Men Expert.
Parce que vous le valez bien.
So as we come back out then, welcome here, the final chukker of the opening day of the quarterfinal. Score progression there, you see it spun around completely. La Berta raced away to a 3-1 lead, 4-all, 5-6, 8-6. Facundo Sola, he nearly made it 9. Half a second was all he needed. And it would have been 9-6, but it's going to be a roll-in right in front of this La Berta goal. 8-6. Esso, they lead. Kazakh, La Magdalene, winners in the early quarterfinals. And it is really now such a beautiful evening here in France. 7:45 in the evening as well. You see the sun beginning to set. The conditions could not be more perfect. It was 30 degrees plus earlier today, but it was really getting a nice cool breeze in the air now, as the players come to the centre of the ground again. Who will be the third of our quarter-finalists? Jolly Rogers, King of Polo. They play Amanara in the final quarter-final, 3 o'clock French time tomorrow, as it's here now with Facundo Sola, giving it now to Guerrero. Guerrero unable to get past Araja, but he does for second time of asking. Ball across now by Guerrero, stolen away by Del Carril. All the players coming into a little bit of a mound. We'll see what the umpires have decided on that one. They may well have actually said the ball went out of play. Let's have a look here on the instant replay. Just waiting to see what the decision. Del Carril, it looks like, had the line of the ball. Harper just got a little bit out there, caught in front. So it's going to be a penalty shot in favour of La Berta. The clock just beginning to tick down. They will be aware of it just in the back of their minds. They know they've got a whole chukker to get back into this game, but they want to get down the other end of the ground pretty quick here with Araja. Araja, oh, he shows a lot of the ball there to Facundo Sola. In comes Sola, kept going Araja. Sola waving his fingers at the umpires. He thinks this one should be in his favour. Let's have a look here. Again on this sun-kissed camera view here with Araja. He just panicked for a second there. Facundo Sola came across, the umpire saying Araja had to be a little bit careful, having had the yellow card earlier on in the game. But this time it's gone in his favour. And the umpires are going to place the ball, it looks like, just in the centre of the ground. So big chance here for La Berta with a penalty from the centre of the ground. Araja coming with the tap. Sends it long down the centre of the ground, looking for the runner. But it's good blocking work done there in defence by Harper, just to take away the attacker that was there in Juan Cruz Araja. But it's backed away by Guerrero, only as far as Del Carril. Del Carril has a look. The umpires, again, happy as Guerrero committed to it. Ooh, Araja nearly gone. It still might yet fall for Del Carril again. Del Carril in between Sola and Harper. They've got to be careful not to give away the foul here. The umpire is happy as play continues with Araja. Meeting him there was Facundo Sola. Now in comes Harper again. Guerrero not far away as Araja takes it back. Goes from the near side backhand play. It's a great shot by Araja, but didn't quite have the space to get what he was looking to do. So it goes harmlessly up over the back line as we really do head into the twilight zone, literally and figuratively, of this game. Javier Guerrero with the ball on the back line, just with the tap. Under the next shot played by Guerrero, looking to send Facundo Sola on his way. We haven't quite seen the running, break-free attacking plays from set plays that we've seen a couple of games from Esso in this tournament. They attempted it there, but it just got stuck on the bounce of the ground. In went Facundo Solo again, but once again, he just overcommits and allows Araja to go there in between Harper and Guerrero. Still now with Marcus Araja. He left it behind, but his teammate is there. Herod Del Carril. He's got both Guerrero. Oh, look at the skill there of Herod Del Carril. He's dancing through the defense of Esso. He gets the score, and that is Herod Del Carril at his best. Just a little deft touch of the ball as all the defending players came in, took it to the right-hand side. They were all looking in the opposite direction, and Del Carril, he gets another one for his side. And that is 8-7 now. Herod Del Carril, right when his side needed him again. And he has scored 6 of the 7 goals. The other one coming from Bruno Bensasson as well. As it's there with Esso out the line out with Guerrero. Guerrero now looking to run, looking to reopen that daylight between the two sides as Guerrero just slows it down. Guerrero now with the big neck shot. We've seen how good he is at those. He was looking for a run. Ogayen at the front, but Bensasson, he goes back. Bensasson, great defensive play. This time by the number 1 for Berta. Across comes Facundo Sola in front of the Araja as the umpire's happy with the angle there as it's here now with Araja. Araja with the tap, bringing it round now for Berta. Marcus Araja, big bump and a ride off there against Facundo Sola, but Facundo Sola's got the man, he's got the ball as well here for Esso, as it's still here now with Sola. Sola running it round the entirety of the Berta defence. Sola with the cut shot up towards the goal. It's going to run closer. What a finish that is by Facundo Sola. The little half-swing shot through the goal under duress all the way. But he scored the goal for his side, and it's another one for Esso. It's another one for Facundo Sola. And that puts 2 goals between these two sides. We are playing for a trophy as we are in all of these quarterfinals here today at the Open de France. This one, the Moët and Chandon trophy. Of course, again, we've seen Fly Polo and Travel. A big thank you to some of our sponsors here on Polo Line TV. Do check them out as you do think about that Argentine season that is just around the corner, as it's there on the near side backhand by Juan Cruz Araja. They need to get the ball quickly here. We've got under 3 minutes remaining until that first buzzer goes. Sent long down the ground by Del Carril, looking to find Araja. Araja being pushed hard all the way, but it's Araja on the near side against Sola. Araja reaches out. Oh, it's gone wide to the right-hand side. What a big chance that was for Marcus Araja, but wide to the right-hand side, and it just hasn't gone in front of goal today for Araja. Normally so good from those positions. To be fair to him, it just deflected off the pony there of Facundo Sola. So coming back in off the back line, Facundo Sola taking on Araja, and Araja gets drawn right in there. And Facundo Sola and his Esso side, as we just have a look at this instant replay, they look like to be the first of our undefeated sides to keep that record going into the semis on Friday. And it's going to be a penalty from the centre of the ground. And it's going to be between there, you see Harper and Guerrero. They'll be waiting for their captain, their talisman, Facundo Sola, just to give them the direction. They keep the tactic going of sending the attack. Attack very much the best form of defence for this Esso side. It's there with Guerrero, with the drive into the pony there of Araja. They might regret that one, because this one could well go in favour of Berta. We'll wait and see whether they decided Araja just got himself out there in front again, or whether the hit was a little bit hard. You saw the ball hit there into the pony of Araja. And it is going to go in favour of Berta. Umpires going towards the centre of the field. So 2 minutes to go. There's still plenty of time. You were worrying for them when you saw that penalty 5B with the white shirts of Esso. But now with the chance to start again here with their own penalty 5B. Just having a little bit of a chat between themselves there. The umpires just put a pause on proceedings. So like I say, semi-finals taking place on Friday. Kazakh, they are already there. La Magdalene, they defeated the champions, sent them home, Talon Trackers, in the last game. And it is going to be a penalty 5B. And you feel if La Berta want to put pressure on them, they're going to need to get a goal from this 5B situation. Still a lot of polo to be played as well this week, leading up to the semis taking place on Friday. But it's going to be here with Del Carril. Reminder, playing the HPA rules out here. We will play for 30 seconds if we're tied. Oh, look at that by Herod Del Carril. He has got so much distance on the play and running through at speed. Araj gets the lucky deflection this time. And having seen it deflect last time wide, this time it takes a bounce off the opposition player. What a penalty play that was by Herod Del Carril. 5 more yards and it would have gone through itself, but it was Araja just got a little touch against the pony there of Guerrero. And when they needed Araja to put the pressure on at the front, he did just that. So 1 goal separating these two sides. Anything can happen at this point. As I say, we play the HPA rules out here. So if we are all tied up when that first buzzer goes, we will play for 30 seconds. If Esso, and you'd think it would be them, maintain their lead, it will be ending at the first bell. And it's now looking to make sure that is the case there with Harper. Harper on the near side, called off the play by Facundo Sola, but turning onto it first is Araja with the backhand, looking for Del Carril. Del Carril had gone open, which just allows... Oh, he's got it. He's stolen it away from Sola. It's Herod Del Carril now. Bruno Bensasson taking away the last defender. But good play by Facundo Sola in defence. Spins it back round. Berta, they had all committed. And it's going to be Harper. He's got away now to put his side into the semi-finals. Will Harper, the English 4-goal player, hooked out of it at the end. But it's going to roll through the goal. And it's Will Harper. A pump of a fist there behind the goal. And it's Will Harper, the 4-goal player. The number 2. For Esso, and that could well be the goal that secures their passage into the semis this coming Friday. As he has a look behind him, we've got under a minute remaining, 10 goals to wait, and it's Will Harper that has got the goal, and that should well do it for Esso. They will be joining Kazakh and La Magdalene. It's been a great opening day of the quarterfinals here on Polo Line TV. It's not yet over though. Maybe if they get a penalty as Del Carril sends it long down the ground. Looking again for Araja. Araja with the tap. He's going to get another one. That's 10 goals to 9, but it may well be too little too late here. The players, they will take their time as they come back to the centre of the ground. It's another great combination play between Del Carril and Araja, but that is all we will see from them as a duo here in this French Open for 2023, as the buzzer has gone on this game, and in a close game, 10 goals to 9. It's Esso. They remain undefeated. Facundo Sola for his side, 10 goals to 9. They tried. They put on a great performance. Berta, Bruno Bensasson, he had his moments. Juan Cruz Araja fought so hard. Herod Del Carril and Marcus Araja, they do so much as well. But it is the white shirts of Esso. Ian Gallen, Will Harper, Facundo Sola, their star man, and Javier Guerrero, who go to the semi-finals. 3-1 they trailed. They brought it back to 4-all. 6-5, 8-6, and then most importantly of all, 10 goals to 9. Run out the winners as they go back to the tent. Opportunity to thank you here on Polo Line TV for joining us throughout the day. It's been a real blockbuster day of polo as Facundo Sola, you see, taking the plaudits there in the tent. It was a great team effort, though. Going in for the hug from the organisation in the background. Will Harper, he scored that goal right at the end to make it double digits on the board. Goal number 10. He's had a great season out here in Chantilly as Will Harper. He's been unlucky with injuries and substitutions in the high goal. Ian Gallen, a great performance by him as well. Leading his side in the number 1 position, hugging his captain there, Facundo Sola. But it is Facundo Sola. He came into the game as top scorer. It took him a little bit of time to get going. Those trademark Facundo Sola runs to goal, but they were certainly there and evident by the end of the game. And Esso, they remain undefeated. It is the turn tomorrow. Aminara playing Jolly Roger, King of Polo. What a sight that is to see here in France. Just 30 minutes or so outside of Paris. 6 field goals apiece. 10 throw-ins, 1 by Esso, 8 by Berta. 8 fouls by Esso, 5 by Berta. The penalties by Esso, they were perfect. The 1 penalty missed by Berta. And then the 1 yellow card against Marcus Araja early on in the contest as well. That is the story of your game here. Our third of our quarterfinalists. We will be back, as I say, tomorrow, 3 o'clock French time, for Jolly Roger, King of Polo, against Aminara. More international players, a future superstar in Lorenzo Chavan as well, or a current superstar even on current form. But for today, it is Javier Guerrero. You see that, getting the plaudits, saying his thank yous. What a performance it was by him, especially in the first half. I wouldn't be surprised should he take home the MVP award. But from all of us here at Polo Line TV, do enjoy the rest of your evening or day, wherever you may be, as we head into the evening here in France. It's been a great day. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and we have our first 3 semi-finalists. Kazakh, La Magdalene, and then finally taking home the win there was Esso. But from all of us today, a big thank you, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.